And then the last do is do end things if there is no face-to-face meeting in 90 days or less. Okay? That's my last do. That's my last do. Do end things if there's no face-to-face meeting in 90 days or less. And when you are moving throughout the world as a woman who knows that she deserves, you're not going to waste your time. You're not going to hang around on the phone for 3 months. That is crazy. And I know, I'm a woman of a certain age, so I come from a time where we met in person more often. I come from a time where you knocked on somebody's door to see if they could come out and play. I come from a time where we rode bikes out in the wild. I come from a time where we met men in real life. So I'm able to bring those experiences and that energy into the work that I do with clients who are in there. And I work with clients who are over 30, right? Most of my clients are 35 plus, but I do have some clients who are sometimes in their late 20s, and early 30s. And so sometimes I have to merge their awareness because some folks are so conditioned and regimented to just seeing people through these screens that we think that this is human contact, and it is not. It's not. We are communicating with one another, but we are not connected to one another. We may be in community with one another through these phones and devices, but we are not connected. And so the goal is that you deserve good connection. You deserve good connection. Okay, Erica says, I miss those days. Don't miss them, girl. Create more. Create those days now. Call a friend and say, hey, girl, can you come out and play? Meet me for brunch on Sunday. Right? You don't have to miss it. You get to create those moments now. And so in dating, you get to create your own dating experience. You get to call in the type of people who want to have real human connection also. But in order to do that, you have to be strategic. And part of the strategy is ending any connection, cutting any ties that are not leading you to what your ultimate relationship goal is. Be a quitter, be a leaver, be a cutter offer when you are supposed to be. Stay for the long haul when it calls for it, and get your ass out of Dodge when it calls for it also. You have no obligation to anyone but yourself. Unless you are a parent, you obligated to take care of those kids. Right? I'm a mom, I got 2 kids. I'm obligated to help guide and parent those children. But as an adult, in relationships with other adults, you owe nobody nothing. You only owe yourself, and you owe yourself strategy. You owe yourself options. You owe yourself goals. You owe yourself results. You owe yourself the opportunity to experience what you want. Even if you get it and you like, nah, this ain't it. This ain't it. But sometimes you don't know until you get it. Right? It's like when people get money for the first time. So if you start working and you start making, nice money, the first thing that most people do is go out and buy a bunch of material shit. You're going to buy some purses. You're going to buy some shoes. You're going to buy the expensive perfumes. You might buy some jewelry, right? You have to get it out of your system. You have to experience it. Then you move from making money to keeping money. Now, in keeping money, you're not spending on all those things anymore. You have some, and because you have them, you don't have the craving for them anymore. Right? Then you go from making money to keeping money to growing money. Now you're using your money to make you more money. The same in love and relationships. You want to be chosen so much. You want to, go out on dates. You want someone to want you. But if you start choosing yourself, you start wanting yourself, you start taking yourself out, then you're not so desperate for someone else to do it. So you go from wanting it to having it because you're giving it to yourself. Then that energy attracts better partners into your life. And now you go to experiencing that in partnership. But you already know what it feels like because you've given it to yourself. You're not desperate for it anymore. Now you get to just experience it. Like, hey, which bag am I going to wear today? I have so many. And that's when you wind up getting the bag that you ordered on Amazon for $5 because it's cuter and it's easier to carry than the $1,000 bags that you have. Right? So as you're moving with strategy in the dating process, whether you are long distance dating or locally dating, you want to be a good partner to yourself first. You want to move with strategy first and foremost. And so that then when you get into the spaces with potential partners, you know that they are only one of many options. Do not allow anyone on these apps, anyone on these podcasts, anyone in your life to tell you that your options are limited, because they are absolutely not. We live in a small world, but that world has big options. And so it's important for you to explore your options and believe that you deserve the absolute best, so that when you are in a relationship or you are in a space of dating for your potential partner or relationship, that you are yourself in those spaces, that you have fun in those spaces, that you enjoy yourself, and you get to decide, is this the best option for me or no? Does this align with who I am, what my goals are, what my beliefs are? Will he be good for my future children or the children I have now? The vision that I'm building and creating for my life, does he fit into that? You are the chooser. You are the decision maker. Okay? And these were the do's and don'ts of long distance dating.